All right, welcome to week 2 of Writing the Good Life. The first week we really broke down and got close to the creative aspects of this course, which is kind of reconnecting to ourselves, free writing, allowing ourselves to be and getting clearer on our big picture of the good life. And today and then this week we're really diving deeper into the Stanford Design Lab and thinking about how we can design our lives or use writing as a design component of our lives. This is like the social science, the pragmatic aspects of this course that are really, really cool. There's kind of 4 aspects of this that I want to go over really briefly. One is the idea of discernment, and that's smart decision making. And we're going to look at this in terms of the decisions we are making as we complete the course, but also ideally as a framework to make decisions in general. This is a huge, huge topic that we can't do justice to in this short amount of time, but I'm hoping that we can give the framework of discernment, which lies in coherence, the idea of having all of the different pieces of our lives work together, particularly our work lives and our life lives, which we're going to expand. We're going to have a better sense of a work-life balance after this week. We're going to do this by looking at design thinking, which is a series of mindsets that enables us to move forward, have a bias to action, try stuff out, be curious about what's working and what doesn't work, and basically build a failure immunity, reframe the way we're looking at things so that we can get better at choosing happiness over the long term. And then to do that, the kind of 2 tools we're really thinking about is they're like visualization, not visualization tools and like I'm imagining something, but just another way to externalize and see where we are. It's a sense of a dashboard, a health, work, play, and love dashboard. So instead of just work and life, we're going to actually break down life into health, play, and love, and then work as a part or next to that. And then the compass is our sense of where we're going. And Burnett and Evans talk about this as a work-life compass, where what work is for and what our life is for, so we can get clearer on really designing work for ourselves that is more fulfilling, or bringing a more fulfilling frame to the work that we already have. So this is a super awesome week. By the end of the week, you'll have a better sense of the Stanford design mindsets and why I really fell in love with Bill Burnett and Dave Evans' work, because I think it's so practical in framing the big questions that we have around starting where we are, moving forward in a way that's fun and playful, but also really being more mindful about the goals that we are pursuing. So remember, the first 2 weeks of this course were really kind of getting into our purpose, but I do want to encourage you to start making steps towards what your project could be, or if you're like me and have multiple ideas of projects, you're going to use this week to start narrowing down the kinds of projects that we're actually going to do, or a singular project that we want to do if we are being realistic about what it is that we're doing. So that's this week. The goal is coherence. I put these a 4-circle Venn diagram here, which could mean 2 interesting things. One, it's the sense of the ikigai, which if you haven't seen this, it's worth looking at. Ikigai, which is doing what we love is one sphere. Doing what we can get paid for is another sphere. Doing what we're good at is another sphere, and doing what the world needs is another sphere. So what we love, what the world needs, what we're good at, and what we can get paid to do is really a kind of chart of professional growth. It's also about personal fulfillment, and this is a lifelong growth mindset. We're not going to find this, or maybe we'll find this in 7 weeks, but it's something we're working on. It's also, though, those 4 circles could be seen as the different aspects of our dashboard. Our health, our work, our sense of play, and our love, which is really our relationships, broadly speaking, to both other people and to our activities. So hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a better sense of where we are, a better sense of what problems we really want to work on through our projects, and we will have some empowered action to move forward on that. One last piece. The projects for this course are meant to be helpful illuminators of our lives in a certain way. So I don't want the projects to add to the sense of stress that we have. They should ultimately be projects that help us move forward in our lives in a healthy, balanced way. And that's what the daily work this week is going to help make sure that we stay grounded in where we're going. I sent you a Carl Rogers quote that said, "The good life is a process. It's it's not like a destination, it's a direction." So we're really kind of in this writing the good life framework thinking about developing this metaphor of being in a vehicle of our life and like seeing and being able to read on a dashboard how we're doing in all these areas and how they might fluctuate, and then having a compass or a sense of direction so that we can start going in the direction that we want to go clearly, and ideally as we move forward make good decisions on the maps that we're playing on. So that's week 2, module 2 on coherence in a nutshell. Definitely let me know if you have any questions, and let's go to the first invitation to write, day 8 coming up.